Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Jehliali. In this incarnation, the moon in Pisces today made a conjunction with Saturn in Pisces. This could be a transit to give a structure to something, to give form, or to project things that we want to create, to establish a healthy boundary in something that we wanted to do so. But also, this could have to do with dealing with certain limitations or the activation of these negative perceptions of reality. These circumstances, more associated to the challenges of Saturn, are a call to redirect that energy to not stay in that circuit of the mind, of negativity of the mind, or perhaps a signal of decisions that we need to assume. This also matches the time in which Mercury in Sagittarius is creating a square with Neptune in Pisces. This is going to be perfected on January 6th. It is already active. And one of the expressions of squares between Mercury and Neptune could be evasion. There is something that we need to look, an internal truth that we need to accept or communicate, and the mechanism of evasion or confusion, it is activated to not face that reality. So tomorrow the moon is going to enter in Aries, and before doing that, it is going to create a conjunction with Neptune in Pisces. These contacts with Neptune and Saturn are minor transits because these things the moon activates every month until they are going to move to Aries. So what happens it is that this aspect is giving strength to the tension that Mercury is creating with Neptune. So the forms of escapism with the energy of Mercury, usually they are more focused in distractions and things that can bring joy, but in a very superficial and momentary way, to cover up a void because of the resistance to observe it. So in the end, these are the things that produced this numbness, the sense of numbness, the sensation of stay here but disconnected from everything, not really being united to life. So this is a transit to connect with something that has purpose or that is transcendental for our experience, which perhaps it is not for other people. It is about listening to an inner call. Mercury in Sagittarius has this natural optimism. But in this case, it is a key to pay attention if we are making too much effort in finding the positive thing in something, because it could be that intuition is telling us that that situation, that path, that opportunity is a red flag, and we are ignoring that intuition. This is other expression of this tension. This could also imply information that is actually a deceit. Mercury in Sagittarius has the tendency to overlook important details, and there are circumstances where the detail it is important. It changes the things. So the way we are communicating, it talks about the perceptions, the beliefs, the intentions that we have, and also the energy is there. We all feel it, consciously or unconsciously. So this is also a transit that invites us to observe information, to listen to the information with greater discernment. Without discernment, be transformed in preconceived. This thing, finding this middle point, it takes practice, it takes a process, and many times we need to make mistakes to understand, to listen in a better way our own intuition. But if something is making noise, it is better to meditate that information and then taking decisions, from my perspective. So the last expression that I wanted to comment in related to this transit could be a conflict between our beliefs and our intuition when we have to take a decision. And this conflict could lead to the loss of sense, of meaning. The intuition always has the answer. It is that many times we could resist it because precisely that intuition is leading us to dissolve certain thoughts or perceptions in which we have made identity. So, for example, we could feel that our purpose of life right now at this present moment goes in certain direction, and then there are limiting beliefs that are telling us that that is not possible. So in last instance, we are here to experiment. And every step that we could give to explore new opportunities is never losing anything. The energy cannot be lost, in fact. But stagnation, it turns off our light. Many times we could turn ourselves apathetic, and well, perhaps it is necessary to transit those kind of states to want to decide and to transcend them. I mean, feeling lost could be a moment where we are asking us new questions to find new answers. So thank you, everyone. I'm leaving this message here. See you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.